Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah Hundreds, and today in this video I am using my microphone again. I got my headphones on and I am ready. So let's get into this video. So in this video today, we are going to be talking about people pleasing. I did take some notes and I wrote them down. So if you keep seeing me look down, it's because I'm looking at my notes, because there's just a lot of information about people pleasing. I couldn't do this one off the top of my brain like I usually do, because there's so many parts to it that I don't want to miss. So let's get into it. First of all, what is people pleasing? People pleasing is pretty much prioritizing the needs of others over your own. So for example, prioritizing the needs of others. So if someone calls you on the phone and they're like, hey, I need to borrow $10 because this, that, and the third. But guess what? What are you doing at that time that that person calls? You may be grocery shopping. You may be on a date. You may be, I don't know, doing a hobby or something. You stop what you're doing and you go run and help that person with $10, or you stop what you're doing and you cash out that person $10, no question asked. That's a form of people pleasing. Being a yes man, that's a form of people pleasing. Difficulty saying no, making yourself available to others, feeling guilty if they can't do it at all, neglecting your own needs, difficulty setting boundaries. All of those are people pleasers. So if you're one of those people that I just listed, you're a people pleaser, and it's only hurting you. It's only hurting you because you're sacrificing everything you have going on in your world, in your life, to appease that person. But what are you getting out of it? A lot of times people pleasers get nothing. They get nothing in return for their favors. They get nothing in return. The people that they actually please don't care about them. The people that they actually please will hurt their feelings. And they won't do the same thing that they ask you for. Wait, am I saying that right? They won't do the same thing in return for you. They use you, and basically you give them power to rule your life, because guess what? They know at the end of the day, if they call you, you're going to pick up that phone and you're going to give them that $10. They know that. So they are ruling your mind. They're ruling your, I can't even say that word. They are ruling your mind. They are ruling you. They have power over you because you allow it. And guess what? By you allowing it, it's going to continue. It's going to keep going on and 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 on. So guess what? It's time for you to burn that bridge. You know, there's like a controversy about burning bridges. Like people say, oh, I don't want to burn that bridge with this person because this, and that. I don't want to burn the bridge with this person because this, and that. Burn the bridge, okay? It's okay to burn bridges and be done with people. There's nothing wrong with that at all. If you're scared to stop talking to someone because you are scared that they won't talk to you again, you're a people pleaser. You're very much a people pleaser. You're an adult now. You're not a little kid. Burn the bridge. Burn it. Because you're only hurting yourself. You're hypnotized into thinking that you need this person, but it's actually the other way around. This person needs you. This person really needs you. You're not burning. You're not stopping nothing. You're not stopping nothing that God has for you. What's yours is yours. And they say that like most of people pleasing, it comes from our childhood. And I really, really definitely believe that, because when you're a child, acceptance and approval is pretty much number one. Like when you think about it, when you're a kid, your mom says, go clean this up or you're not going outside. Go do your homework or you're not getting this. Go do this or you're not getting that. That's kind of like we're conditioned in our mind to believe that in order to get our needs met, in order to get what we want, we need to do what others tell us or others ask of us. But the other way that, it comes into play in our childhood, for some people it could be trauma. For some people it could be being the only child. Not having that other person, that other kid to play with, not having that other kid to talk to. I guess it could be a number of things. But the point of the matter is you're an adult now. You're not a little kid at all. And then I think school has a way of making you become a people pleaser. When you're in school, you want to be accepted by those people. You want to be accepted by Julia, the cheerleader. You want to be accepted by Brian, the football player. So what do? You ask your mom for maybe $5. You know that Brian's going to need $1 to get a Gatorade. So you're going to be that yes man to give him $1. And Julia, what are you going to do for her? Let's see, how are you going to please her? Oh, you go shopping with your mom and you have your mom buy 2 of the same shirts in different colors just so you and Julia can have the same shirt and look cool. You're pleasing Julia. You're a people pleaser. Congratulations. No, but it helps us when we're a child, because it kind of helps, it helps us to get our way and to get our needs met. But you get to a certain point in your life where, guess what? You're not a child no more. People pleasing is not helping you, it's hurting you. That's what's happening. And you don't have to depend on people or their approval to stay alive. You don't. When you're a kid, you do. When you're a kid, you have to depend on your caretakers. You have to depend on people, because you're a kid and you're in this big old world and you don't know anything. So once you become an adult, you leave that childish environment. I mean, we're supposed to, but a lot of people take their childhood feelings, their childhood trauma into their adult life, which is causing their grievance to this current day. And you know what? It's sad when you really think about it, because it's like there's so many people that just won't let go of what happened when they're a child, and they bring it to this day, when honestly there's nothing you can do. You can't go back to 1987. You can't do anything about it. You just got to accept that happened to you and move on with your life. You're an adult now. You're not a little child. And, the basic thing to do is just to grow up. Just grow up. You're not in that same environment. You're not in that hood. You're not even in that same house. I mean, there might be some people that are in the same house though. But most people aren't in the same house as they were in their childhood, and a lot of the people that they were around in their childhood, they're not around them to this day. But I say this to say this. Wait, I said that wrong. I say that to say this. You just gotta really cut the cord. I don't care if it's your mom. I don't care if it's your friend. I don't care who it is. Stop people pleasing these people. Learn how to care about yourself. You're put on earth for you. You only got one soul. Their soul is not your soul. And when you die, that casket's only going to hold you. It's not going to hold your mom. It's not going to hold your friend. It's not going to hold that person that keeps calling you, asking you for money. So what do? You let those people that you constantly pleased and pleased and pleased, you let them know that them days is over. That's what you do. You let them know that them days are over. And of course, they will try to make you feel guilty. They might tell you things like, you don't care about me, you're not trying to help me. But in reality, guess what? You do care about them. You cared about them for years and years and years, to the point where you let them run over you. And again, life is about you. It's not about your mom. Your life is not about your siblings. It's not about anybody. Those are just ways that you were born. Those are just people that you lived with when you were a kid. You're an adult now. You're not a kid. And you will never be good enough trying to be what others want you to be. You're never going to be good enough. It will never be enough. As long as you keep giving someone something that they want, they're never going to stop asking. Because guess what? You're not good enough. They will continue preying on you because they know that you are so freaking weak that you do not know how to say no. They know that you will feel guilty if you say no. So they play on that guilt. They play on that guilt that you feel. They know you feel it. Trust me. They know exactly what they're doing. They're 2 steps ahead of you. Trust me. Even though they don't got the $5 or the $10 that they're asking for, they're 2 steps ahead of you. They prey on you. Especially if the person is a narcissist. Ooh. They love people pleasers. You're their target. You're their target because they can tear you down. They can tear you down, and guess what? When they call you and they ask you for a Big Mac with extra mac sauce, when they call you because their car broken down, you gonna answer, and you gonna give them exactly what they need. So how do you flip your feelings? Because you start off with pretty much forgetting about yourself and running to help these other people. How do you change? How do you switch that? First, you got to switch your mindset. You got to understand that life is a game. These people are playing a game with you, but you're not playing it back because you're a loser. That's what you are. You're a loser. So how do you flip it? How? You say no. You say no. You create boundaries. And you should always care that you are impacted. If you're doing something and you're stopping to jump for George, you're stopping what you're doing to jump for George sounds crazy. Why am I stopping what I'm doing for another grown ass person? Think about it. Because I want George to like me? If George really liked me, George would be able to do some shit on his own. If George really liked me. George do not like you. He uses you. He uses you to get what he wants. And you need to just prioritize your needs. There's stuff that you need as a person. There's stuff that you need. You're a person and you should come first. You're number 1. These people are number 2. I don't care who they are and what role they play in your life, because that's what they're doing. They're playing a role. They're playing a role. And you can always say things like, I can't this time. Oh, I have other plans. Let me think about it. Say stuff like that to people, especially if you're really trying to stop people pleasing. Say stuff like that. because they'll think twice the next time they try to ask you for something. And if things like that don't work, then you can always just seek support. You can seek support. But I guarantee that you do not need to please these people. You don't. Life's too short to be doing what everybody wants you to do for them. It's way too short. See, with me, I'm trying to think if I ever had this problem. I know I had this problem in high school for sure. For sure. But as an adult, like if someone would ask me for something, it depends on what it was. If it was like a ride, or I might give you a ride or something, maybe one time, maybe 2 times, maybe even 3 times. But that 3rd time, you're going to give me something in return. You're going to give me some gas money. And this is when I was younger. You're going to give me some cigarettes. You're going to give me something. You're going to give me a burger, a little something, fry, milkshake. You're going to give me something. But in high school, I definitely was a people pleaser. And a lot of people are. You're kind of born into it. Like I said, it goes to your childhood. But the key is, ooh, that truck is loud. I'm sorry. The key is we got to break out of this. I broke out of it. I did, because I felt used, abused. It make you feel some type of way. It really do. Especially the people that you can't ask for the same thing in return. If you can't guarantee that they're going to give your money back. Or if you give them something and they don't give you nothing back. They don't answer the phone. It's just, yeah. So I just want to make this quick video because it was on my mind, people pleasing. That was on my mind heavy. Because I see it all the time. I see it every day. And yeah, you shouldn't live like that. You should live your own life. You have one soul. Take care of that. Until the next time. Bye. Honestly, I believe that Diddy is the perfect example of being a people pleaser. Because all those people, all those celebrities, you know, they had those little freaky sessions with Diddy to please him, thinking they were going to get something in return. And some of them, honestly, they did not even need to freak him to be popular. Some of them already were popular in their own town. Some of them might just needed to go on tour. They might needed to use social media a little bit more. But since he was such a narcissist, he got his way. He preyed on the weak. He preyed on people that are nice. He preyed on people who he knew wanted to be famous, wanted to be popping, wanted to be a superstar. Yeah, so Diddy is the perfect example of being a people pleaser. He's not a people pleaser, but the people that he orchestrated to be a part of his, sex kingdom, those people were people pleasers. Those celebrities, people pleasers. They wanted to please him in return for fame and fortune. And like I said, some of them did not even have to go about it like that. You just gotta say no to people. You gotta say no. You gotta stand your ground, be you, and that's just what it is.
I keep on giving them game and shit, and they still ain't hearing me out.